Question B, the average was 60%, so well above the average exam mark of 49. And what we're asked to do here was calculate the missing amount for the total of the GST column in the cash payments journal, so we can see the GST column has been left blank. So to do that, what we needed to remember is not the numbers given are irrelevant. Really, we just want to always follow the same procedure, and that means we need to know how that bank number is calculated. So the first thing we do is we take the total of creditors control and minus out the discount revenue, because that is not money that we get. It actually takes or decreases that figure in creditors control. And then we'll add in all the other special columns, so stock control, wages, depending on the question, there could be other things, say insurance. We want to add in sundries and then add in GST. So what we can realize now is that, let's go and put those numbers in. We've got the total bank of 108,310, the creditors control of 58 minus 1,300. The two other special columns were 19,000 and 16,800 for stock control and wages. We had sundries of 13,400, and then the one we needed was the GST figure. So how do we get from here to being able to figure out what that GST number is? Well, what we want to do is add up the numbers that we do have in all the special columns. So we've got 58,000 less 1,300 and so on. So we do the maths on those, we actually get 105,900, and then what we know is that that number plus the GST must equal 108,310. So what we can do now is solve for x. So if we know there's 108,310 minus 105,900, that equals 2,410. So the other way to think about it is 105,900 plus 2,410 equals the total of the bank column, which is $108,310. All we needed to do there, we should show our workings. The part that is marked is actually just the box in the bottom right hand corner. And the one mark was obvious just for writing the right amount. So 40% of the kids struggled with that, and 60% of the kids got 1 mark. So I think that is a question that really should be higher, given that that is something that's taught at the start of the year, and it keeps repeating throughout the year. So we just want to make sure we know how those columns are calculated. The average mark was 0.6. And looking at the past exams, we actually will see that there have been other columns that have been missing besides GST. So make sure we go back to the start of Unit 3 and make sure we know how all those journal columns are actually calculated.